What's the name of that song? Hold on. Made away. Yeah. Okay, so can I ask you a question? Who went and watched the movie? Somebody gonna say it's old. What do that have to do with anything? I don't know why people like to try to tell. Listen, I wouldn't care if it was 100 years old. If it's relevant, it's relevant. That's the folks. I always just want something new. Old ain't bad either. Old can stop you from going through dumb stuff. Silly. Ooh. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? So y'all see how Circle be walking around this universe? If you ever wonder why I said I can't go everywhere, that's why. That's why I don't go everywhere, because I see stuff other people don't see. I feel stuff other people don't feel, and I don't want to be crazy all day. I got to keep it to myself now. Did you see that? No, you didn't. Nobody did. Okay. All right. Let me go on over here by myself then. Thomas. So when I be telling y'all, that's why Circle just can't go anywhere, cause I gotta work. I feel that dude. Everywhere he went, he saw the evil spirits that was in there, and I promise you, this was my life. He tried his hardest not to look at him. Listen, that's why. Listen, oh, listen. hmm He tried his hardest not to look at him. His hardest not to look at him. And I'll be honest, that's been my life. Remember, I told y'all when I was younger, I wouldn't go to sleep until the daylight. But then I start seeing them in the day. So I'm like, well, hell, I might as well go to sleep. Yeah. Okay. So what were those things called? What were those evil spirits that were? I'm wondering what notes you all took. Did y'all pay attention? Bodex. Where have we heard that word before? Cardi. Who knows that words have power? Before now, we just thought it was a slang and didn't know it was the name of an evil demon. Because they don't use them names for nothing. So the evil spirits in this movie that came out years ago that hover around death and tragedy. Did you see how they followed whoever was getting ready to be, and they would just be on them and crawling all around them wherever they saw death. Remember, they said they just want to smell them. Did we not just have a class about that the other day? And then we go, and I had never seen that movie. But what did I tell y'all about sin and demons? They want to smell you before you sin. They want to smell you before you die. Anything that is rotting and unclean, they want it. I told y'all. And so then when you keep doing unclean things, you leave your children open. Did y'all see they were circling around the babies? Y'all remember I told y'all when I was a kid, I used to pee on myself because I would wake up and there'd be people standing on the side of my bed. And I'd go on and let it loose. I learned how to clean it up. My mama kept a plastic sheet on, baby. I learned how to do laundry early. You hear me? And it was going to smell exactly like it did when she left for work overnight. All the dead people not talking. Listen, who remembers me telling y'all about when I was 21 and this is when my life changed drastically and I was like, oh, no. Certain things I'm just not going to touch. I don't care what nobody say. This 21 was a very pivotal year in my spiritual walk. I'm telling y'all, it was like a movie. To the point where my stepfather who don't even go to church or nothing was like, look, what can we do? Because I'm scared for you. I ain't never experienced nothing like this. He said, but this is, and then my brother, he gave me a card. He said, sis, I'm praying for you because this is like a movie, nigga. He said, it's like we living in, I said, I know, right? It's real crazy. It's real crazy, ain't it? Can I come stay at your house? Because, it's some, listen, I'm trying to tell you. I wish I still had that car. My brother was scared for me. My dad, he didn't go to church or nothing. He used to get his beard, his little herbs of the field. He didn't want to hear my mama about none of that. I promise y'all, this man hugged me so tight. He said, look, I'm scared for you. I don't know what's going on. And it wasn't no drugs. It was a real spiritual battle for my soul. If you allow certain things to go on with your body, with the people that you are around, and you don't know who you connected to. I didn't even know at that age that I had connected with a warlock. This nigga was doing spells in my damn house, and I didn't even know. Incantations, bringing me a gift every single day. Didn't even realize they were plants. So that the spirits that wanted to run through in my house could. They were cursed things. And this man bought me, when I say every day that I seen him, he had a gift for me. Shoes, clothes, flowers, a picture. He would go to Saks and whatever, honey. I don't care if it was from clearance or not. That man shopped, and every time he see me, he had something. When I left this man, I had to take every single thing that he had bought me, and y'all, it crushed my nut. So I was like, doctor, these two is my favorite. They are mules, and they are real camel mule. Like, no, these came from North. Dad, you want me to burn them? This shirt came from New York, and called the see-through shirt y'all wearing right now with all the designs on, like the newspaper look. Yeah, we did that already. I just got this. I ain't even got to wear it out. I got some leather pants. I planned on rocking with this. What? God, you said everything. But guess what was happening? Every single time I took something from this man, my children were being tormented by them bodegs. I would wake up and my oldest daughter, who could not get down the stairs in our townhouse at 1 year old, in the daytime, I would wake up and my baby was at my door trying to get out. How you get downstairs and it's dark? And you won't even come downstairs when it's light, and she would be naked. She used to wake up under her bed naked. And you know what? The same thing used to happen to me when I was a kid. And my mama would whoop me, but I didn't understand what was going on. I had no idea. Mind you, there wasn't nobody in the house but me, her, and our big brother, and he was only 3. So wasn't none of that. It wasn't no crazy stuff. Now this is what's real crazy. The exact same bed that I slept in as a child, my older 2 children slept in it. And I got rid of that bed as soon as my baby started getting under the grave. As soon as I woke up and she was under that bed with no her diaper off and everything. Oh, I threw that bed out. You got me messed up because I remember. I ain't forgot. And my daddy bought me that bed, and it was hand carved and all of this stuff, but ain't no telling who made the damn thing. Because every night that I slept, and I remember I got that bed when I was 4. I remember that bed because I had a strawberry shortcake canopy on it. The windows, I will not forget. I will not forget. And I slept in that bed until I was 9, and my mom bought me another carved wooden bed, but it was a queen size. Tormented in that one too. For real. Listen, demons used to stand in them dark shadows used to be in my door. They used to be in my closet. They used to be under my bed. Listen, I would go to people's houses and I would just close my eyes like this. Like, you will see in a lot of my pictures, I'm like this. Like, I'm telling you, I can see something else. Everybody else looking this way, smiling. I'm like, what the hell is that? As a kid. I didn't like going over certain people's house. I could feel spirits in there. And they used to be like, oh, it's something wrong with her. And it is. Y'all don't feel all this up in here? Y'all don't see that demon cry? I told y'all I was at one of my girl's house. And her little baby, he used to grab me and say, Titi, Mom. He would take me to all the demonic toys in their house every morning. Boy, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. Mom, Titi. Mom, ooh, scared. Every morning. His brother had Beyblades and there was all these other little toys and there was skulls on them. He was one. He was one. But there was a situation that happened, I told y'all, where I saw a Bodak crawling around about to try to get in the window of my friend's house. And I said, hurry up and go close the window. Her baby got knocked down the stairs backwards by an unseen force right after that. Nobody was touching him. He was standing there, and all of a sudden, you just saw his head go back, and he slid backwards down the stairs. It's a real thing. I don't play with the spiritual realm. Y'all be playing. I don't play. That's why I'm teaching y'all about the words and that you be calling demons to you. If you would have known that a Bodak was a demon, would you have been singing Bodak Yellow so loudly and proudly and bumping it down? Or would you have skipped over that word or even thought, damn, is this bringing? When I tell y'all every word is chosen carefully, this is why the Bible says a good name is better than riches. Who understands that words are way more powerful than what you thought maybe prior to coming here? And to see that certain words that we've become accustomed to, we don't even know, say evil, 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 evil. Like Balenciaga. She just heard music do something. That's why she don't have her daughter listening to the spells. Mm. Listen to me. When your kids, why do you think I be telling y'all better listen to y'all kids if they telling y'all it's something in their closet or something in y'all house, or ask them where they feel scared? Because it's a spirit there. They can see those. You just can't. So we tell them, oh, you're not scared. You just don't want to go to bed. No, crazy. It's something in their room. And if you don't get to it, it's going to inhabit your child. Because the moment that they feel rejected and that you don't believe in rejection is a spirit, that opens the door. You push your kids away, you don't listen to them. Rejection, baby, that's one of the main reasons demons get to inhabit your children is rejection. I don't care about your feelings. Oh, well, the demons will come here. Y'all ain't never seen the movies where the demon is rubbing the kid's head and they whispering in their ear. Just like when your kids say, huh? What, Mom? Huh, Dad? I didn't call you. You did. I heard you. No, I didn't call you. Tell me y'all kids ain't did it. And you ain't called them the first. Who was calling them? My baby be doing this. My son does that. Why y'all think I used to anoint my kids' ears every day? I'm telling y'all, I know they had to anoint their eyelids, their ears, their mouth, their hands, and their feet every day before they went to sleep and when they got up to leave out the house. It's not a game. Listen, words are important. That's why we study all of this. Okay? Just like all this stuff coming out with roadblocks, that there's predators in there. Y'all seeing all the stuff that's going on in the Roblox games? How popular is that? How much money have you given Roblox for your babies and didn't know that that's what a predators was? The devil is cunning, but also going back to the young man that said CERCA be playing the video game, and do, because how can I tell you what's real and what ain't? I've been thinking about this because there's levels to wisdom, there's levels to certain things, and I'm not saying I'm above nobody or nothing. I'm just telling you that some people are not at the same level of study, and just because you've had one of the same books that I've had for a whole year, don't mean we at the same level of study or the same level of wisdom or the same level of whatever, because there are things that I've had to study that I've never even told y'all about, didn't understand why, and then like I said, God let me run into warlocks and witches, real ones. So what if I had never read certain things when they was talking to me? I knew what they were trying to do because I had studied these things and I know what that means. So we not, you can feel however you want to feel about what I have in my house, but I wouldn't be able to tell you about different sigils and signs and how demon names and this and that if I didn't have those books. Do you understand? I don't practice magic. I don't practice any of that. But just like I told y'all in the Harry Potter game and the God of War game, all of those books are in those things are rooms that they are putting in your kids' books right here. That's in your baby's school. But you wouldn't know that if CERCA hadn't sat down and took the time to learn it. You wouldn't know. So you can feel however you feel about my level of study, but I understand that in order to be very wise and to be able to help more than one type of people, what's this say? I know work out your own salvation. Do you playing with demons? Southern Belle. Is there an issue this morning, or because Solomon wouldn't be able to tell nobody they was under a spell unless he had read the spells and knew, or did you not know? He wouldn't be able to tell anybody the antidote to a spell after they've already gone to all the doctors if he hadn't read the spells to know what the antidote was. And they went to him for those things. He also had the wisdom to have control over the demons. That's what the Holy Ghost is for, too. That's why we have people that used to be witches here and they no longer are. Listen, honey, if this offends you, you might want to go and get out the class. Because I'm feeling tension that I don't like, and if you don't agree, you don't have to come study here. There's pastors that won't talk about none of it, and then folks can stay in the dark. It's okay. Because I'm grown. I'm 43 years old, and whatever I want to do, I'm not worried about what a person says because God gave me my wisdom. So I wouldn't be able to teach the masses if I didn't have the information I had because it was pastors that told me don't read it because it was outside of the 66. So but if this offends you, I probably wouldn't watch. I'd go somewhere else and study where they don't talk about it. It's your best bet. Now, moving on. With that, like I said, isn't it crazy how names, symbols be in our house, on our stuff, and because we don't know, we go right on to TJ Maxx and buy it. We don't know the symbols that's on our kids' stuff because we don't take the time to learn. So then we wonder where our kids start acting out in school or something. Or why we gotta hide from the church people what our kids is really doing in this because we got certain stuff in our house that we don't know is magical symbols and stuff. Even some of the bricks on your house, because the Masons made them, and a lot of them worship the devil. They probably built your house too. But if you don't know, and you bragging about how your house is, but your children being tormented, maybe it's the symbols on the outside of your bricks. But because you don't look outside of everything that's just right in front of you, you'll never be able to help your family. I, on the other hand, want my peoples and the people that's connected me free of demonic oppression. And so somebody got to go in the dark places and go and find out the information so that I can come back out to the light and tell them what they need to stay away from. But, everybody don't fish in the same ponds and stuff. Because anytime I can snatch a witch from the devil's hands, baby, that is progress. How many churches is doing that? They not, because they got y'all doing witchcraft and y'all don't even know, and they tell you don't study it, so that way you don't even know that they got you doing it. Oh Lord, that's happened here too. Plenty of people learned in this class outside of church that what they pastor had them doing was whole witchcraft, and they didn't even know it. Oh, because they go to synagogues of Satan and tell them don't look, so that they can continue to be synagogues of Satan. Oh, my daddy talked about that. It's a whole bunch of people that just learn why they babies scream at night from going and watching our Thomas. It's a whole bunch of people that don't feel crazy no more after yesterday because they went and watched. So they know that black thing that they saw go past them, or the feeling they have on their stairs when they go upstairs, or when they walk in a dark place and they just feel like they're not the only one in there. Now they know that's the truth. You're not. You absolutely are not. It is an entity there that you can't see because the Bible talks about principalities. But he also says you need to know your enemy or they going to keep on kicking your butt. Or do y'all not know sports? You do have to go and watch the other teams film so that you can know they plays, so that you know how to counteract them, right? Ain't that what people that are, if I'm a play against Venus or Serena, I need to go watch they work. So when she go left, I go left. When she go right, I go right, so I can swing. And right, ain't that what you're supposed to do? Ain't that strategy? This is why the Bible said his people perish for the lack of knowledge. I will get on my Harry Potter game every day and play it because guess what? I know the symbols in there. So now I get to come back and tell people, hey, you might want to stay away from this. You might want to stay away from that. You might want to stay away from this. Solomon was the wisest man on the planet and still is because he knew just as much about the bad as he did the good. Now, excuse my language. I hope y'all kids ain't around, but he let pussy change his life. That didn't have nothing to do with the wisdom that he had. Coochie went on and took him out the game. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. Cat. But Solomon's wisdom is still renowned. As a matter of fact, all of your medical journals, since y'all be going running to the doctor, because the pastors ain't teaching against that. They not teach. You say don't play demons, but how many prescriptions is in your cabinet? Because each one of them is a demonic name. And then they bring 7 more with them. I mean, is we giving the kids medicine or no? Because you won't let them play or you won't do this, but you got 1,000 pills in your closet. Demon, 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 demon. Oh, he come with 12 demons. He come with 100 side effects. He come with 2,000. So you might not allow them to watch our Harry Potter. You might not allow them to do certain things, but baby, if you popping a pill in their mouth and you don't know what demon name that is, it's just as bad. Run into the dang witch doctors every week. Everybody at church always at the doctor. What happened to God's healing power? What happened to that? Ooh, honey, they full of demons, and so is y'all. Matter of fact, y'all got them in y'all purse in the church. Y'all bring y'all pocket demons with y'all with the little plastic thing and leave out of church to go put another demon back in your body. Maybe several. As to why y'all be so mean and nasty in the church. And flip flop like everybody mentally ill. 1 minute you cool, the next minute you ain't. Go away from me. Faking the Holy Ghost and faking save. Stop it. Treating folks exactly like, matter of fact, that's so crazy. Because y'all want to hear the 2 pages I read this morning? Goes right in line. I promise you, my daddy be doing it. Are we ready? Y'all want to know? It's crazy how the stuff falls right in line. It be. Irritating. Whew. Thank you, Dad. He be warning me. And God said, let there be light. Here we go. These is my 2 pages. If you got this book, 106 and 107. That's what I read today. Here we go. It says, I was glad when they said to me, let's go to the house of the Lord. Are you glad when you get to get out? Okay, I'm sorry. Are you glad when you get to go to the house of the Lord? Or is it something you have to do but aren't really excited about? Going to church shouldn't be something a believer does grudgingly. That's why they all be mad, because they really don't be wanting to be there. Moving on. Church is the place where you get to worship God like you will worship him in heaven with a chorus of voices. Church is a place where you get to learn what pleases him. Let's go back. Church is a place where you get to learn what pleases him, as in God. Talk about how great he is, as in God. Hear about the amazing things he's done, as in God. And read what he has to say. Is that not what we do here? We ain't learning about what CERCA like. We not learning about what the pastor like and what we do in our organization. We are literally learning about how God wants us to live. And we come here and we talk about how amazing he is and the amazing things that he does. So that's what's supposed to be going on in church. How much of that y'all see? And I ain't trying to be funny. You hear about what we do in our organization and you hear about what we do, but you don't too much hear about what God wants you to do and how he feel about it. You don't hear that no more, really. But that's what we do over here. Like I tell y'all, these don't be my words. And I don't care if you got an attitude about what I got to say, because as y'all saw, I'm a watchman, and a watchman will be held accountable for every word that they don't say too. Y'all got me messed up. I got enough of my own sins. Don't need no more. I'm going to say it. You don't like it. You don't got to be over here. That's the easiest way for you not to be irritated in me too. Moving on. Here we go. So why is it so hard to get up in the morning and get out the door? Why do you feel so bummed about taking a day to do church? To do church. That's so crazy. The most common answer is, I'm just not getting anything out of it. But that answer sounds like church is all about what you get out of it and not what he gets. Change your way of thinking about church. I'm going to say studying, because I don't know about this church part, but y'all know how I feel about that. And maybe you'll change the way you feel about it. Instead of thinking of church as being for your benefit, think of it as being for God's benefit. Go there to give him your heart, your voice, and your presence. Go there to serve him by loving other members of faith. Go there to be taught how to obey God, not man, God, and how to minister to the lost. Will witches and warlocks be lost people? Okay. Didn't we find out that they use scripture in spells? Who remembers that we found out that they use scriptures in spells? So me as a Christian, going to a person who probably know the word better than me because they use it for their spells, trying to quote scriptures, and they know that's all I know how to do, is that really going to do anything? Because they know the word too. The Bible said the devil know the word. The reason the devil know the word is because he used his words in scriptures, because God's word works no matter what you use it for. Or did we not know that already? They use others than Psalms too. It's other scriptures they use. So then I would have to have some kind of knowledge about something else in order to snag this fish, right? Because they already know the scripture, because they use it for their spells. Santeria and all the other saint, what's the name? Where don't they got the saints up there and they saying amen and this and that, and they will quote, no. So I'm gonna need to have some kind of other information to show them, hey, I know this is what you've been taught. How can they use God's words for spells? First of all, well, let's start there. You know, that's a good point. Let's start there. So I'm gonna show you. Where did you put it, Circa? Oh, Dad. I feel like it's up here. It is. There we go. Well, let's break this down a little bit, okay? So we'll start here first, and then we'll go here and here. And there's one other book. It is little. Nope. Oh, this feels so nice to know where my stuff is. Oh, it's been so long since I could at least know the area. Jeez. Do not go buy this book. Please. Now, that's my disclaimer, because it's a real spell book. Do you understand? So if you do it, don't be saying, sir, I said don't. I'm telling you now. But you do what you want to. But this ain't a fake TikTok shop. Don't buy it so you can go buy it. No, I really don't want you to. But you grown and you're going to do whatever it is that you do. But I have to teach, so there's certain, it's like a teacher's manual. To the person that asked that question, ooh, those are all Hebrew letters there. You see what that says? This is a spell book. The Book of Evil Spirits, the Key of Solomon, which contains all the names, orders, and offices of all the spirits that Solomon ever conversed with, and together with the seals and characters belonging to each spirit, and the manner of calling them forth to visible appearance. Oh, conjuring. Right? But hold on. I'm about to show you something. Give me a minute. These are all the sigils for the angels. These are actual angel sigils. This is each angel's name and their sigil. The ones God gave them. They used to be angels. Now they're fallen angels. This is it right here. This is their names. And all the stuff on Supernatural and Blade. Give me one more moment. There's some. Oh, here we go. It might be in my other book. Oh, no. Look here. No. No, I don't want you to buy this book. It's a spell book. I don't want you to buy it. And Charms too, but look here. What's that say? I'm not going to say it, but it says, I blank and move thee, O spirit blank, and be exalted above ye in the power of who? Who? In the power of who? Right here. Right there. But you also have to remember that Jesus hadn't made it here yet. When this book was, when Solomon did this, the Holy Ghost wasn't here to battle the spirits. This is why they did the sacrifices to cover the sin, or the demons could come. Y'all remember we read about Mastema. After Noah got off the boat, Mastema, Noah and his grandsons went to God and said, look, the demons, Mastema and all these demons, these Bodaks, is going to kill off mankind, and we won't be able to replenish the earth. So God took 9/10 of the demons and locked them away until the end times. They about to be released here shortly, just like on Scorpion King or whatever, the mummy. But if you've ever read the Testament of Solomon, not the lesser key, but the Testament, which is in here, the last book, second to the last book, actually. Right here, you see what it say right here? Testament of Solomon, son of David, who reigned in Jerusalem and subdued all the spirits of the air, of the earth, and under the earth. And through them he also accomplished all the magnificent works of the temple. You mean Solomon had control of the demons, and the demons built the temple that everybody trying to keep rebuild right now? Oh. 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 And then it says, through them he also accomplished all the magnificent works of the temple. This tells what their authorities are against men, and by what angels the demons are thwarted. Well, when Jesus died on the cross, they didn't need to use angels as a medium between them and them. The Holy Ghost does that now. We don't have to use that anymore. We don't have to use angels. We don't have to. You and folks be praying to their angels. You don't pray to no angels. Angels is messengers. They serve us. They send our messages to God and bring them back. Y'all be worshiping. Oh, wait a minute. That's what was going on in the seventh generation from Adam in the days of Jared. They started worshiping the fallen angels and worshiping their children, the giants who became the rulers of in your book of Judges and Kings. Then we're going to turn right here. And what did God... Oh, my leg is hurting. You see that? Through the archangel Michael, the Lord God grants Solomon the magical ring, which gives Solomon power over who? The demons. Lord of the Rings. Solomon is the original Lord of the Rings. Bubble Guppy's talking about that ring. Come on, everybody. You know how we know? Oh, Lord, my leg. Hold on. Where easy. I threw it back here. Please don't be no spiders. Lord. Oh, where did I throw it, y'all? But anyway, it's back there somewhere. This is a book that's in your baby's library at school. They are marketing this book to your 5-year-old child, 5 to 12-year-old child. This book right here. And it looked like a kid book on the outside. I just can't find the paper to it because I done slid it somewhere. It's down here somewhere. I just don't know where. But look what's in here. And your teacher could be having, your baby, their teacher could be having them. Oh, turn right to it. Look at what that say. This for your baby. You see it? It say Solomon's magic ring. This for your baby. And this in their school, in their library right now. Show them how to make solid. Look, in AD 100 to 400, there lived an extraordinary wizard named King Solomon. Told him how to control the what? The jinns, the demons. He commanded spirits. So your kids' school is teaching you the same thing we learning in the OTP. Let's read it, shall we? It says in AD 100 to 400, there lived an extraordinary wizard named King Solomon. There are many stories about his wisdom and power. He possessed a magic ring with which he commanded spirits called the jinn to do his bidding, like build the temple. He commanded the spirits to do his bidding. They're teaching this to your 5 to 12-year-old kid at school because this is in a library right here. This book is. I promise you it is. I'm going to show you the front of this so you can see how it looks. See? See? The Book of Wizardcraft, in which apprentice finds spells, potions, fantastic tales, and 50 enchanting things to make. This for your baby, boo. This for your kids. How this book came to be and what you can do with it. So what we're learning here that's been hidden to the world for a very long time, they've been teaching to your kids the whole time. And so, moving on. Here we go. It said the ring I described here is a beauty, but it is has fairly low wattage, like energy, which makes it suitable for novice wizards and sorceresses. But who can tell? Try commanding your younger brother to do your chores Saturday chores. If that works, the ring may be more powerful than I remember. You know how everybody getting that brass wire, the copper wires? Well, they said they need a brass wire, a ruler, wire colors, a dowel 6 inches, flat nose pliers, a large glass marble or flat marble jewel. Oh, Tootie, it gets worse, baby. Because all the symbols, the poltergeists and their mischief, they tell your baby how to bring fairies to the yard, spirits, a mirror of fantasy, all of it. And we didn't went look. Now look, this is a kid's book. This is the adult's book. The history of magic, witchcraft, and the occult. Now, y'all saw what was just in there, right? Hold on. Let me show you something. Demons, right? And the birth of a modern witch. See this? Goetia versus 30. This is look, the sigillum, the seal of God. You see it? Wait a minute. Where did we just see this at? Hold on. Something very similar here. Right? But that ain't all. Just give me one moment. The angelic alphabet. Ain't this on the front of that book I just showed you right there? And if I go through them symbols I just showed you, there it is. But you know where else this is? You wanna know where else this is? It's in that kid's book I just showed you. It's in that kid's book I just showed you too. I'm looking for where they was talking about Solomon. I had it marked, but I guess it ain't no more. So let me go this way. Nope. Who's new here? I want to show you something. Raise your hand if you new. Okay, I want to show you something. Oh, there it goes. So you see this? Y'all see this picture, right? Now this is the history of magic, witchcraft, and the occult for adults. Y'all see this symbol, right? This is an adult's book. Y'all see this? Y'all see this right here? My YouTube is on right now. This is a children's book. Y'all see them? Y'all see them symbols on there? These is the same symbols that's right here on the Testament of Solomon. They on the front of these books right here. This is the kids' book. But the same symbols that's on the front of this book right here is right here. Now, let me show you something else. Where did we just see this at? We just saw this in that magic book. Didn't I just show y'all that in the other book? This is the kids' book. Where we just see this dude at? Boom. What ain't real? This is the adult's book, and this is the kids' book. Do you see it? But ain't real. And every last one of these books is in your baby's library, honey, because we got babies in here that have just made it to 21. They say, yeah, this was in our library growing up. Yeah, they was in there. You know what else this came with? Tarot cards, a spell book, all the magic symbols they need, all how to find a familiar, all of it while y'all playing. And because you don't check your baby's cards and wands and did, this is the wand maker's version. It's got a whole drawer right here. And what's in there? A magic wand, sand, and feathers. But guess what? It looked like a toy to you, but all the magic in here real, boo-boo. You said those are at the book fairs. Come on. The harnessing power of the animals. Oh, they even teach them about the zodiac. When the moon is waxing and waning, so they know when to do their spells. Did you know? Now, here we go, right here. The Nephilim, this is, first of all, this is biblical Hebrew. Y'all see it? It's biblical Hebrew. Biblical Hebrew. That's what this is. Do y'all see? Where is it? There it is. The Nephil. The paradigms of the Nephil, the Hiphil. These were races of giants. The Nephilim, the Hiphil diagnostic. Are y'all seeing this? The angelic dialect. Because this is what the spells is written in. Right here. Hebrew. And they giving it to your kids even though you don't want to learn it. The same real magic. They are making it fun for your children. And if your baby's teacher is a witch and you don't care to know and learn what the symbols mean, well, you wonder why your baby start wearing black and doing all certain kind of things. It's because, honey, we don't do that over here. Which means you can't help nobody. You can't help nobody get free from Satan's devices because they won't even know they doing magic. Well, but if CERCA didn't go and listen to my dad when he told me, go get this book, go to that page. I know you scared, but just go ahead and get this. But it ain't for everybody to do. Just like the teacher's manual, everybody don't get the teacher's manual. You get the student version of the teacher's book. Plain and simple. That's what we got going on here. But they pumping magic to your kids, but because you won't take the time to learn, you can't help nobody. That ain't my problem. I want to help people get free. Grasping people out the hands of darkness, so I gotta understand what darkness they in to know how to get them out. I done already been in the trap houses, did that. I'm going for higher. Thanks. I done already got the shooters and I done hit there. I'm trying to go somewhere else. Trying to fish in a whole different place. Let me see if I can stag me a couple of warlocks out the devil's hands. See what I can do over here. What y'all doing over here? Because do we know who Simon the Sorcerer was? Who was Simon the Sorcerer? Can you tell me where that scripture is in the Bible about Simon the Sorcerer and how he was walking with who? Who was Simon the Sorcerer walking with and being taught by? Tell me. Can we do it? Can we look it up? Oh, yeah, this is one of the tarot cards that comes in one of those books. Let's show the others, shall we? Where is it? Which one is it, y'all? It's my wizard book. Where is the wizard book? Dang, y'all. Now, come on. Where are you? There we go. Oh, if you're new, good books to have on hand. These two. The Dictionary of Demons and the Encyclopedia of Demons. These two books are great because guess what? They're on your kids. The names of these entities are on your soda, your cookies, your chips, your car, the tags of your clothes, the symbols on your tires, your stereo equipment, and your kids are seeing these names because they're the characters in their games. But they shorten them or change them to the other name. So if you want to know and you ain't scared to understand why God said his people are going to perish for lack of knowledge, because people think the only demon names is the ones that's listed in the Bible when clearly Legion, they said it was at least 1,000. So what was all their names? In the demoniac, they wouldn't just name demon. Acts 8, 9, and 24. Thank you. So you can continue to be deceived if you like. I wouldn't do it if I were you. Look at this. It's even a dictionary. You see this? You see it? Including who? The fallen angels too. Not just the regular angels, the fallen angels as well. A dictionary of the fallen angels and the good ones. Where is listed at in your Bible? Because it say 1/3 of heaven fell. The apple, yeah. The one for the campgrounds too, COA or whatever it's called and is. We got the signs and symbols books over there. The COA sign and the COA where you go and you can camp out the campgrounds. That's what people always come up missing. It's a demonic symbol too, and people go missing from there all the time. We don't the Bible. We don't pay attention to signs and symbols. We don't care because it don't involve us. Well, how many times in the scary movie have you saw a symbol that they should have paid attention to and they didn't? Listen, I don't want to be deceived at all. Pastors tell you don't read mythology, right? Ain't that what they say? We ain't supposed to be reading that fairies and whatnot. Is my book in the other room? I believe it is. I don't even think I brought it back in here. Where are you? Is it already out still? I think it's in my room, y'all. Oh. Where is it? I think it's in my room. Yeah, well, I was looking for Josephus, and y'all know what it says in there. I think it's in my room. And if y'all see it back here, let me know because these eyes don't work like they used to a year ago. But Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter, and a lot of people don't know that. So then, if we go and we read in Enoch, where is my dang book? It's got to be in my room. Ugh. I gotta learn this shelf, y'all, because I don't like not being able to find my stuff. Unless y'all can see it and I just can't because there's so many books here. Anyway. So with that, I mean you could stay in the dark and not understand. That ain't everybody. Everybody don't want to feel like that. Everybody don't want to be in the dark and other people care. So that they can help other people get free. Do you know? A prime example, I'm gonna tell y'all, my ex-sister-in-law, she had bought a car. Right? She had bought a car used when I first got married. She had it before I got married. You know, we had got married. And I had never been to her house or whatever. So I go over there. We pull up in her backyard. And the word incubus is on the back of this lady car. Y'all, this is my first time ever being to her house. I said, I know where. I can't find. I was going to try to show them the book, but I think it's in my room, mommy. I get it. But listen. I went in the house. I meet her, whatever. And I asked her. I said, "Do you know what that name means on the back of your car?" She said, "Oh, that was on there when I bought it." I said, "But do you know what it means?" I said, "That's a sex demon." That's a sex demon that will prey on you at nighttime and essay you in your sleep. I don't know how long she had the car, but it had been on there. It was the peel off kind, and he was on the back of the windshield. I said, incubus, like succubus and incubus. The incubus is the male form of it. The succubus is the female form of the demon that preys on people while they sleep and SA them in they sleep. That's why we have wet dreams. And it feel real because it was. If you did feel that, all of it. Because some demons are able to materialize, especially when you won't deal with certain stuff, they get to come back. When you keep denying it, they get to stay. When you don't forgive the person that SA'd you or whatever, that demon that came through your body in that transaction get to stay and keep coming back. I don't want no parts. going to tell y'all something. I started getting attacked by that spirit when I was very young. And I had no idea what was happening to me. Very young. This is why a lot of babies be sexual before they be 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, because that spirit comes. You was 7? Yeah. It was very, listen, trying to tell you. I was about that age. Yep. Yep. Okay, so think about it. What do predators do? They go for the young ones, about 7, 5, 6. So what spirit be moving in them? I'm a man. I was 7 too. Come on. Okay. Book 1, Testament of Solomon. I'm about to turn that heat off. It must be getting hot outside. One second, y'all. So we gonna read about Onos Khalees first, and then I think it says Modius is the next one, and what he do. Constellation. I can't remember which one it is, y'all. Y'all know the one. Which one touched the little boys? He said, "I touch effeminate little boys." Can y'all find it for me? And I'm gonna read this first one on these Onos Khalees. I can't. I remember. I thought it was Asmodeus. So the girl one. Her name is Onos Khalees. Okay. So it says I now asked the demon if there were any female demons. When he replied that there were, I said I wanted to see one. Beelzebub went off and showed me Onos Khalees, who had a very beautiful form. Her body was that of a woman with a fair complexion, but her legs were those of a mule. She real pretty, but she looked like a mule on the bottom. What's going on right now? Is it Orneus? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll get over there. Me too, Miss Lady. Okay, so it says, when she came to me, I said to her, "Tell me who you are." And she responded, "My name is Onos Khalees. I am a spirit which has been made into a body. I recline in a den on earth. I make my home in caves. However, I have a many-sided character. Sometimes I strangle men. Sometimes I pervert them from their true natures. Most of the time, my habitats are cliffs, caves, and ravines. Frequently, I associate with men who think of me as a woman, especially with those whose skin is honey colored. For we are of the same constellation, and it is also true that they worship my stars secretly and openly. They do not know that they deceive themselves and excite me to be an evildoer all the more." Now, excuse me. Don't most of the stars have a star tattooed somewhere on their body, on their finger or something? Like baby, he got the star here. They be having the star rings. Oh, okay. Y'all, which page is Orneus on? Please help me. Which page is it? Thank y'all for helping me because y'all know I'll be having to think about a lot of stuff here. 963. Okay. Yep, right here. Thank you so much. Okay. So, young men, boys, that you might be ashamed. That's what I tell y'all. We deal with everything over here. You can't go into church talking about this kind of stuff. Some churches let you do it, but it's still gonna be. We get. That's why I like it over here because we can talk about what we need to talk about so people can get free. But for the gentleman, the spirit's name is Orneus. Okay, it says Solomon interrogates the demon, learns his name and his activity. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, number 2. So it says, when I heard these things, I, Solomon, got up from my throne and saw a demon shuddering and trembling with fear. And I said to him, who are you? And what is your name? And the demon said, I am Orneus. And I said to him, tell me in which sign of the zodiac do you reside? And the demon said, in Aquarius. I strangled those who reside in Aquarius because of their passions for women whose zodiacal sign is Virgo. Moreover, while in a trance, I undergo 3 transformations. Sometimes I am a man who craves the bodies of effeminate boys, and when I touch them, they suffer great pain. Sometimes I become a creature with wings flying up to the heavenly regions, and finally I assume the appearance of a lion. If a little boy is SA'd by a man, that's going to cause him great pain. You said Beyonce Virgo. Both of y'all said that at the same time. Please what? You said sheesh. See this information. Listen, this book of who's like that the Testament of Solomon changed? Even for our nonverbal babies, it's in here too. Who knows that who might be new that might have a nonverbal baby? And I'm not picking you out. I'm just saying. Do you have a nonverbal family member? Like that's in here. It's in here. And they telling you they don't know why they lying. They know why. Okay. On page 973. Listen. He said, now when I had worshipped the God of Israel, I ordered another demon to come forward. This time, a 3-headed dragon. Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones had a 3-headed dragon, right? Okay. With an awful skin appeared before me, and I asked him, who are you? He said, I am a 3-pronged spirit, one who overpowers by means of 3 deeds. In the wombs of women, where's the womb? What is the womb? What's carried in a womb? What's carried in a womb? Babies. Okay, so listen. He said, in the wombs of women, I blind children. I also turn their ears around backward and make them dumb and deaf. Finally, I also strike men against the body, and I make them fall down and foam at the mouth and grind their teeth. That's epilepsy. So they make them not be able to speak or nonverbal, non-hearing, and blind. This one demon does that, and he causes epilepsy. One more. Hold on 1 second. Page 971, 973. Page 971, the demon murder. Red room. Let's see what he do. And tell me who he sound like. And again, I asked the other demons, visit me in succession, and there was brought to me a demon, a man who had all his limbs, but no head. Hold on. Oh, real quick too. Where we know this from? Who seen that? Y'all girl had that on her handlebars. Y'all remember? Y'all remember and she had the ring on and stuff? Y'all girl did that? Ichabod Crane had no head. Come on through. You already know where we going with this. Just wait one moment though. There go the angelic symbols. Y'all see what that say? Oh, this is what I was looking for earlier. That's in here too. There go his floor. And whose wisdom is that? Solomon's. The Masonic. Oh, all of that is in there. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. First of all, who do we see who these people are? And do you see that's a man with a horse head? You see the fairies? Y'all see it. But was it really his? Y'all see what that say? Lucifer, the king, the prince of the demons. Look at that. It's people, demons that got faces in their pelvic regions, flying things. Oh, and there go that mouth we read about that you're going to be spit in and have to go in and out of that we read about in Ezra. Remember we read about that? That people going to be sucked in the lion and sucked out? Remember? We read about that in the rest of Ezra that they took out? Y'all remember? Yes, right in here somewhere. Well, there's a picture of this thing in here, but I don't know which page it's on right now. I know it's around the demons era. I don't know which page it is. But he's in here. This headless demon is actually depicted in this book. I'll have to look it up in a minute. Just statue right there. Okay, moving on. Here we go. It says, and I asked the other demons, we read that, he had no head. I said to him, tell me who you are and what you are called. And the demon replied, I am called Murder, for I devour heads. Now, I'm from the streets a little bit. What is a head hunter? In the hood, if you are called a headhunter, what, or they say nothing but headshots. Y'all heard that? Wonder what spirit working behind that. Wonder if it's this guy. Let's see. Okay. All the words mean something. I keep trying to tell y'all. Here we go. He said, for I devour heads, wishing to get ahead for myself, but I do not consume enough. Murderers or shooters, like we see in Chirac, have a long list because their desire for murder becomes insatiable. They one ain't enough. I done popped and we got tattoos all over. Oh, okay. So we know what spirit's working behind that. Moving on. Here we go. He said, but I do not consume enough. I long for a head to do exactly what you do, King. When I heard these things, I stretched out my hand against his chest and put my seal on him. Then the demon jumped up and tore himself loose and muttered, saying, woe is me! How did I fall in with the traitor Orneus? I do not see. Excuse me. So I said to him, how is it possible for you to see? Because he don't got no head. He don't got no head. So how can you see and you don't got no head? We see because our eyes are seer. That's the only reason we can see. He said, how do you see and you ain't got no head? Here we go. Solomon said, wait a minute, nigga, something ain't right about this. He said, he replied, through my breast. When Solomon, heard the delight in his voice, I wished to learn more. So I asked him, how is it possible for you to speak? He responded, my voice has taken over voices from many men. For I have closed up the heads of those among men who are called dumb or nonverbal. When infants are 10 days old, and if one cries during the night, I become a spirit and I rush in and attack the infant through his voice. What is more, my visit to premature infants is harmful. My strength happens to reside in my hands. That is like that which takes place at an executioner's block. I grab hold of the heads and cut them off and attach them to myself. Then, by the fire which is continually burning in me, I consume them through my neck. I am the one who inflames the limbs, inflicts the feet, and produces festering sores. 50 Cent Many Men. What about that? All of it. Yes, ma'am. Autism. All of it. That's why I told y'all start touching them baby's mouth and saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, not the baby. You don't got to say it out loud. The spirit that got your baby's voice captive. Oh, the song. Okay. I know we read it before, but yeah, sometimes when you read it the second time, it registers. That was like Jeepers Creepers. He devoured heads. Yeah. Come on, Miss. And y'all wonder why they don't want y'all reading this, because then they wouldn't get to play lab rat with your children. This book talks about tendons being loosed, irritable bowel syndrome, liver disease. It's a whole bunch in here, and they give the name of the demon that caused it. Sure, Miss Neen, you can, or Mr. I don't know. TrovaCirca at gmail.com or either Tanah Place. What's the book? It's called the Old Testament through Pigrapha. It's a 2-book set. My other one is in my room. It's $54.99 or whatever the price is now. The Testament of Solomon. How do you cure epilepsy? I'm not a doctor, but there's a spirit in here that causes it. So maybe if you ask God to remove that spirit. So I wonder why these things aren't in the Bible. But this is the word. And a lot of your medicine is named after a lot of these demons that actually cause that sickness. And we've done the research, haven't we, y'all? You're welcome. Belkyra. This is the one I know just right off the bat. Gardasil and Gardasil. Yeah, Eric. Gardasil and Gardasil is the name of the angel that taught men every death blow, even in utero, how to unalive in utero. And they name our reproduction stuff after that. The liquor. Yeah. Gardasil and Gardasil are supposed to be for reproductive health, but they are named that's the and then he got two names, Gardasil and Gardasil. He's the angel that taught the death blow. Stop life. What does birth control do? Stop life from happening. So it's not a coincidence that they named birth control, which stops life, after the angel that taught men to stop life. But because we don't know that, we just think they came up with that name. But because we study the names of the demons and the names of the angels, then we can go Google, oh, hell no, this church is named after a whole witch. Or our witches, the sisters of the light. And you think, oh, yeah, and don't even know that's a whole coven name. Kung Fu, indeed, the death blow. Okay. That's how we are so far gone. People now, people better wake up. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I don't care what people say about me, because I'm going to learn so I can help somebody get free. You understand? I don't care about whatever. I'm grateful. We outside, so I don't got to live by church rules over here. I'm like, no, Moses and Abraham and all them dudes that was out in the wilderness, John the Baptist. I'm out here with the savages. Like, we don't got the same rules y'all got in the city over there. But those people saw miracles that the people in the city didn't see. Beep, 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 and didn't. You know what I mean? They got knowledge that the people in the city didn't have. So I'm cool. I'm good. I don't want no parts of it. Y'all stay all over there. My people perish from the lack of knowledge. And two, all these church folks swearing up and down, this and that. But like I said, they'll talk about the person that's on the street that you can see is addicted. But sister and brother, you ain't missed the prescription in 2 years. Saints. And they giving them good old Vicodins out to you. And your pain in your knee. And are you just as high as the person on the outside of the church? It just ain't overtook you yet. Or maybe it has and we just don't know. That's why you be sleeping in service. You ain't tired because you've been praying and you was not praying. You was sleeping, you was high. Are you serious? Serious? Really? Hell, even like we said, Siri. We found out that Google, the processor for Google is Adreno, and then what's that thing? Chrome, adrenochrome. We didn't know. Looking up all kinds of stuff and looking the intersex thing. We didn't found out how that popped off. Like Hermes and Aphrodite is how we have the intersex folks. Like they were the parents of them. Hermes and Aphrodite is where we used to get the old word, and y'all don't have to type it, but what means intersex now? Hermes. Their children. What do you mean, how? Hermes and Aphrodite. Put those two words together. What does it say? Put Hermes and Aphrodite together. It's a person that has both parts. Right. I don't want y'all to type it because that, yeah, right. That is one of Hermes and Aphrodite's children. Mind blown, Eric? Pretty cool, right? That's why Hermes is so, and then everybody says the love goddess Aphrodite and this and that. Like, see, people don't pay attention, but those are the Greek names. All right, raise your hand if you knew, and then I'm about to go to the bathroom. If you knew, raise your hand, please. And they are androgynous. Yep. Oh, we should have did that for the Testament of Solomon. We'll go back there real quickly. Are you new? So if you are new, you need to go on and try to get this book right here. Screenshot, please. And I'm about to bust your head open. Okay. So, you know how like everybody's like all over the Greek gods and stuff? You know, like everything is like the Greek gods, like they show you all that stuff, like Hercules and everything. So they deceived you guys. I just want to show you something, okay? So you gotta pay attention right here. On this page. Thank you. See right here, right here, right here? It say Chaldea and Babylon and Nimrod right there. But you see what that says? It says right here, right there. Instead of the Chaldeic, the Greek names of the kings of Babylon and Assyria are herein given as they are most commonly found in use. So really, when you're reading about Juno, Jupiter, Neptune, Vulcan, and all those folks, you're actually reading about the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. It was just the Greek names for the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Did you know? Did you know? So when you read about the Greek mythology, you're actually reading the stories in the Bible about the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, the wars of the Jews. Yes, you are. Well, now you do. All of them. Yeah. Because in the seventh generation from Adam, in the days of Jared, the angels, this is in your Genesis 6 for your church folks, the sons of God and the sons of men are two different races of people. Humans had been born for 7 generations completion. And then what happened? The angel said, do her booty fat. I can't wait. I want some kids, man. I know they're going to be mad, but man, I'm about to smash. I'm telling you, she been walking through here and she got a little loincloth on and stuff, bro. Look at her. Look at him. I can see it. You want to be my baby mama. And did. And when they did that, they created the giants. That's why the earth had to be flooded. You don't believe me? I'm going to show you. In this very book here still, the book of Enoch that they hid, the guy that was translated, that everybody look up to, it's here. Let me show you something. Right here. See? See? It's saying follow the angels right there. You see it? You see it? It says, in those days when the children of men had multiplied and it happened, there were born to them handsome and beautiful daughters, the angels. The children of heaven saw them and desired them, and they said one to another, come and let us choose wives for ourselves from among the daughters of men, and beget us children. And Semyaz, their leader, said unto them, I fear that perhaps you will not consent that this deed should be done, and I alone will become responsible for this great sin. Right there, the names the angels that was with him. I read the Kabbalion. I have, that's like a mixture of stuff, and I have all of the books that are in that. So, here we go. Then, what happened? Right there, it says, and they took wives unto themselves, and everyone respectively chose one woman for himself, and they began to go into them. They had humped on them, and they taught them magical medicine, incantations, and the cutting of roots, and taught them about plants. What? You mean where we get our pharmacy? You mean where we get our root word pharmacy? Can y'all please tell me? Now listen what the angels taught. They taught magic medicine was the first thing. Incantations, the cutting of roots, and taught them about plants. That's all magic stuff. Pharmakia. Yeah, can y'all go look up the definition for pharmakia for me? And tell me, ain't it witchcraft, incantation, spells, or poison? Now I wonder where that come from. And how you teaching magic if it ain't already in heaven? Because that angels didn't make up nothing. Man didn't make anything. It became black magic when they taught it to humans because we was never supposed to use it. It was the secrets of heaven that were never supposed to be used down here. So when you get your little funky tail and you want to go get a rock and pray to it and want its magical powers, or a wand and use its magical powers, you are acting in disobedience and rebellion because you're using God's things to go around him, like the angels did. And that's why they got washed up and they big stone giants right now, and so is their kids. And their kids is our disembodied spirits because they thought because they were eternal that if they went into the women that their children would be eternal. But that's also in Genesis 6 where he said, no, I'm not going to let y'all live that long because y'all got more evil and more evil. If I let y'all live 1,000 years, it'll be crazy. What I'm not going to do is do that. And the same way I had to see my creation die and blood everywhere. Here go your Clash of the Titans. God said, I'm going to lock your daddies up. The gods that couldn't come see they have mortal half kid. Oh, yeah, babe, this is biblical. And God said, I'm going to get rid of all of them. Every last one of them. Because they killing my kids. They teaching them wickedness. They having them drink blood. They got all kinds of stuff going on. So just the same way I had to look at my creation die, y'all about to watch y'all's die. He locked the daddies up. Y'all can't talk to your kids. You can't talk to your demigods. You don't get to interact with them. You don't get to do nothing. And you're going to have to sit and watch them kill each other the same way I had to do. The reason the Tower of Babel happened was because the demigods was trying to avenge their fathers that got kicked out and disowned. God took the E-L off their name. El, like Elohim. Raphael and Michael and Suriel, they still got their names. But the fallen angels, God disowned them, so he took his name off. Barachiel is one of the angels that fell with Asmodeus and some other people. But guess what? He just Barak in the beginning of the Bible, and it's a race of giants that came out of him too. Because God took his name, so they became like regular men, just like we see on the angel trilogy, Michael and all of them. I can't think of what it's called, where they cut their wings off and they just live like regular people. Oh yeah, they got that from somewhere right here. Right here. That's where they got it from. The great men of old, the mighty men of renown. Legion, yep. And Gabriel and those movies. Yeah. Right here. They got it from here. Enoch. Right here. Right here. So all of your Greek mythology is really the stories of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Don't believe me? In 1492 BCE, old boy from Phoenicia took the 15 letters across the narrow sea, as y'all call it in Game of Thrones, but it was really the Red Sea, over into what would be Italy and all of that stuff now in Rome, and gave them those 15 letters, which started all the Celtic, Russian, and all of the other languages of the Cold Lands. That's how they got it, from Phoenicia. And if you go look at their runes and you go look at the 15 Phoenician letters, it's the same. They just start changing them a little bit. It's actually where we get our English language from, too. You can look it up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't believe me? I'll show you. That's why there's places like Alexandria, Egypt, and then they have Alexandria over there because it was their kids, and they named it Memphis and all of that. They named it after what was in Egypt already. And after their rulers, just like if we go and we go over to an island, it's going to be a part of the United States, even though whatever, right? That ain't new. Solomon in here, the Brahmins of India. We know where the Brahmins come from, don't we, too? The Brahmins, Brahma is Abraham. Brahma and Saraswati in that Sanskrit. I'm going to show y'all that too real quick. See it right there? The Sanskrit was the language of the Brahmins of India spoken at the time of Solomon. You see that? You see it? But Brahma is Abraham. Yeah, and Saraswati is Sarah. That's why in India they have the Saraswati and Gagar River. It's Sarah and Hagar. Because that's where he went. Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so were you. So let's just, I gotta go this way. It's right here somewhere. 7 Grecian cities. Homer's in here. We got his book. Homer, Iliad, and Odyssey. There you go. Oh, we can use that and show y'all. Let me show y'all how you should know it's ancient Mesopotamia. Don't fall. Just stay there. And we do this often. For those of you that have been here, y'all know we got to go through this. Ancient Egyptians with bird faces and human bodies and gold necklaces and bracelets that they were taught by their fathers. And that's Homer, the Iliad. It's the Trojan Wars and whatnot. Look at their skin. He look exactly like, because it was ancient Mesopotamia when everything was still river black. And yes, they did go into the animals and create these beings. This was not just the color they used. That was the color of their skin for real. Go look at the pottery. And yep, these things were real. Because in the 7th generation, not only did they make giants, the Nephilim, and all the Anunnaki, but they also went into the animals, and that's right there in Enoch. Yeah. As a matter of fact, Petronius, this book right here, this is supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, about the soldier that guarded Jesus' tomb. You want to know where he was from? He was from the place where these guys was from. The satyrs and these guys. He was a centurion, the centaurs, excuse me. Yeah. The city he was from is where they said the centaurs lived over there. So is they tricking us calling him a centurion because maybe he was really a centaurian? Because Jesus would be considered a demigod, and I'm sure they just didn't try to get no regular human to guard his tomb. And Petronius is from the same places where the centaurians were from. Look it up for yourself. We already did. Didn't we, y'all? We already did that homework. Green peoples. How many green people you see walking around right now? But if I go into a reptile, which Enoch said that they did, then I could come out with green skin, like Medusa. Medusa had a whole snake face, not snake hair, just so y'all know they tricked y'all. She's listed in the Egyptian books too. Now, where is it about this letter? Give me a second. Trying to find it. It should be right here. Oh, okay, yeah. Enoch is from right here. Oh, Og and old guy, just the dude with all the arms. He's mentioned in here too. The dude that had all the arms, the giant with all the arms, he's in here. I think he's in Street Fight, not Street Fighter, but the other one, Tekken or the other one. He's in there. It is right. Oh, here it is. Cadmus. There we go. Ooh. I knew it was right here somewhere. Right here. Ooh, don't let me knock that down. Right there, see? See where it says Cadmus? Brought the 15 letters from Phoenicia to Greece in 1493 BCE. This is how the Greek letters came about, right there. See it? The gradually changing in form till they became the ground of the Roman letters now used in Europe and America. They came from the Phoenician letters. Right here. Ooh. So all of your Greek and Roman history, like the stories of the gods and all of that, is actually just stories about the Assyrian and Babylonian and Persian kings and the kings of Israel. The Game of Thrones. Do you have a history class for the new people here so we can catch up? Yep, it's on YouTube. It's 670 videos. You can go all the way back to the beginning and start over. CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube. Go under the live videos. We working on 700. What about Atlantis? What about Atlantis? We got some Atlantis stuff in here. We got a little bit more. Anything on Thoth? Yeah, Thoth, we already figured out who his other name is. I can't think of it right now. Y'all, who was Thoth again? We found out what his biblical name was in the Bible. Because all of these people have biblical names too. Like Hiram Abiff and Agemon or whatever in what's the name is the same. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they was real people, y'all. They was demigods. But they have biblical names too because they was the kings of Egypt and these are the people that they was going to get. Yes. Yes, the Sefer is a good book. Yep. I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all, and I gotta turn this heat down. Hold on, give me a second. Spell CERCA TROVA. It's the same as up here. My name is gonna be this. CERCA. Just type in CERCA on YouTube. It's gonna come up. I promise. I ain't even trying to be founding. CERCA and it'll pop up. Even on just Google. It'll take you straight there. I'll be right back. Yep, in Leo and all of them. We got them books up there too. Gilgamesh, all of it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get my water. I'm gonna turn that heat up to 74. It's hot. Okay. I cannot believe I can't find Josephus. I don't know where it is. It gotta be in my room. It's gotta be in my room. Cause how can I not see it? Oh. Man, commodity. It's gotta be in my room. I think it is. Whatever. Anyway, so there's that. So for those of you that want to know, is Hermes a name, a Bible name for thought? I can't remember right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Man, I know. Bolo for Josephus. I think it's on my bed. I think it's on the side of my bed. I think the last time you showed it, it was in your room. It was, Ash. Oh, that's why I said I think it's in there. We'll make it back to the shelf. Ashley, not that you remember, girl. I told you I was in my room. She said, yeah, the last time you showed it, it's in your room. It's probably on the bed. It's exactly where it was, under my WOIU blanket. Y'all know too much of my business. That's why I ain't telling y'all when I start dating somebody. I know. I told y'all, I know y'all pay attention. Baby, y'all listen here, honey. I don't have to worry about no. If I ever felt like nobody paid attention, I can't say that now because these different no here. What's wrong, CERCA? Are you all right? No, something's wrong. I can tell what's going on. Can I just? Um. So who remembers that we read in Adam and Eve? And I know some of y'all have this. Let me put this up here so y'all can do it. We are seekers and finders. You said it, Aries. Screenshot if you need it. Ashley's an honor student. They be nosy. This is my nosy family members. Okay, always screenshot. So look here. We know that God took this. Look here. So, in Josephus, you see right there, he also made Eve liable in inconveniency of breeding and the sharp pains of bringing forth children. And this is because she persuaded Adam with the same arguments wherewith the serpent had persuaded her. So the only reason our a childbirth is painful is because we deceived Adam. If we would have never told Adam to eat that, our childbirth would be completely painless. So even with them giving you the depo, they're undoing what God wanted us to feel. I'm having a hot flash, something serious. The witches. I did. I'm about to show it here in a minute. I just been waiting on you to come in. Yes, ma'am. I did. This is already in my bathroom. So Miss Aquila sent me some gifts, y'all. The epidural. Yep. We supposed to feel that pain. Most of my kids, I only got one epidural. Most of my kids was born with no medicine. Thank you, Pumpkin. And she sent me a holder for Grandma. And get me another holder for Granny. And thank you, Pumpkin. Oh. What's crazy is my other one is stretched out. And got me a holder for Granny. I probably got her on the wrong side, but and just in case I need to put my hoodie on and folks be acting crazy. Thank you, Pumpkin. It's a Granny holder. Yeah. I got me a granny holder. Thank you. Because my other one be falling off. And I got some stunners. These is cute too. And I got, these match my my Steve Maddens with the colors in them. And these real cute. And they butterfly. Oh, they match my horse. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. They almost match my little horse. It's like blue and green, and they like blue and teal. These cute too. Thank you, Pumpkin. My mama will be trying to get these for me because she loves cat eye glasses, but those is real cute. And I got shoes to match these too. And I got my blue earrings, my CERCA earrings. These are cute. Thank you. What's a granny holder? Well, Medea said, peace be still. And she a grandma, kinda. Kinda a grandma, kinda a grandpa, kinda a grandparent. You know. Peace be still. That's what a granny holder is. And then she said, be so blink. Thank you, Pumpkin. I see this watch. I said, ooh. And I got, honey, listen. And this real cute too. Y'all know I like silver, honey, and blingy blingy. So she sent me a ring to go with it and everything. Thank you, baby. I really like this. I said, ooh, that's look nice on my wrist now. And it ain't too big because my wrist is real little too. And I had just got me like a rhinestone belt because I got this cute little number. And I said, I need some nice silver jewelry. You didn't even know that, but God told you. Because I just bought, yeah. If you was out in the 90s, y'all remember the silver rhinestone belts we used to wear? They coming back, so I already grabbed me one just in case. So these young girls think they teaching us something. And and thank you for my scents. They're definitely like outdoorsy kind of scents. You still have one? Well, I got one now. And I guess she said, "Circa, get your eyebrows together." Thank you for my eyebrows. That my cousin had told me to get some of these too. She said, "Get you some of them eyebrow forms." I had said no, so I guess I needed some. Thanks, because they do be looking crazy. I be with my Lord. Okay, this is a real one. And that's why I said I don't gotta worry. Y'all done sent me. Whoever Mr. CERCA is, he gonna have to work. Man, listen. It ain't nothing y'all ain't sent. Can y'all leave some stuff for him to buy me so I can act surprised, please? Y'all done bought everything there is to buy. So I got a fake surprise now when he try to surprise me. Oh, thank you. It's a ring. Oh, thank you. It's that be damn near like an old pinky doll around here. I have to try to. Tell him stop. Oh, that's funny. It's getting spooky, Queen. Uncle Trova, right. Right. Uncle Trova ain't gonna have nothing. I'm gonna have to find a way to be. Thank you, Pumpkin. I liked all of it. Listen. I said, dang, y'all making it hard. What is he gonna buy? Y'all done bought everything. Mattress covers, pillows. I don't think it's nothing y'all ain't bought. Car seat covers. Listen here. Listen here. I'm like, goodness gracious. He ain't gonna have nothing to buy. Food, I guess. Girl, I don't know. I do I use polygel, but evidently I'm not doing something right because my stuff keep lifting. I didn't fried my fingers to the guys that came home, I'm guessing. I don't know. To the chickens that roosted. Everything but car parts. No. People bought car parts too. Nope. Nope. Car parts. Car parts have been purchased, actually. Yep. And I'm not just talking about the aesthetic. I'm talking about real car parts. Nope. People bought car parts. Uh-huh. Tires and all kinds of stuff. Yep. Nope. I'm telling y'all, it ain't nothing. It's nothing. There's. No. Yeah, they did, actually. Yes. That car would not be driving if it was not for, yeah. He can give me lots and lots of love. Well, yeah. I might take that. And plates. And plates of food. He could just give me a lot of attention and food. I'll be all right. Listen. You said, what about Q-tips? Girl, have somebody sent me some Q-tips? I don't think Q-tips didn't came. I don't think they didn't sent that. Yeah, they ain't sent no Q-tips. Oh, thank you, Ash. Yeah, they ain't sent that. It's been tires and sent everything. Cookies, cakes, pies, popcorn, mattress pads, massage. I done got two different massagers, hand warmers, socks, robes, t-shirts, sweats, books, games, puzzles, PS5s, VR systems, hell, handcrafted art, handcrafted shoes. It ain't too much I ain't got. So glass. Oh, I would not be able to see y'all niggas if it wasn't for Auntie K, because she got these Gucci sandals I got on right now. Yes, buddy. Listen, I forgot about that. Yep. My meds, feminine pads, vitamins. I got sent vitamins, coffee, handmade pens, ink, wax stamps, whiteboards, library cards, spray, the chalkboard cleaners, pens, paper, pencils. Listen here. That's why I be like, when new people come, you don't gotta buy me nothing. It's fine. I got a lot. I don't need nothing else. I promise. I don't need nothing. I'm okay. Wood for the shelf. I don't need nothing. I'm at this point. I think y'all just be trying to say, well, let me look on that shelf and see what. Okay, let me go back and watch these videos, see what she ain't got, so I can try to get it. No, it's fine. Leave something for the new husband. Can y'all do that? Listen. Oh, I did get angel wings, costumes, staffs, and light up swords. You name it. It's all in here. It's toys and puzzles and library carts. I don't even know what else. It's everything. That's why I almost, like, literally, I was really fighting back tears the other day. Y'all thought I was joking. When I sit down on the floor, I was really trying not to cry, because it's great to get gifts. It is. But when you're the only one putting them up, then you got to figure out where to build the shelves to put them on and all of that stuff. It be a lot sometimes, you know. It be a lot. And I be like, that's okay. I'll tell y'all when I want something. They say, oh, it's too late. We already sent you 30 more things. Don't worry about it. We already took care of it. We know you ain't got no room to put nothing, but we just feel like we want to buy you some more stuff. Ooh, get you some, girl. It started breaking off, too. I'm sad. They said that happened. DVD players, DVDs. Listen. I got micro gardens. I got a whole iPads, computers, monitors, you name it. Seasonings, butter, salt, syrup. Yeah, right. PS5 said that. Listen, yeah, and them too. I got all my health meds that I be needing, and So much stuff I can't even listen. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not bragging or anything. Actually, canned meat, yep, canned vegetables, oils, oils, hot sauce, brownies, cookies, pies. I'm telling you. And then everybody gonna say, "Circa, you gaining weight." Well, quit sending me food. What kind of mess is that? Y'all like the man to get his woman fat and then say, "Baby, you need to lose a couple pounds." Well, you wasn't saying that when you was shoving that chicken in my mouth and barbecuing every weekend and bringing them potatoes in here and them chips. Asking me, "Babe, do I want some?" while you laid on my stomach, listening to it growl. Hell, Circa, are you pregnant? No, I'm YouTubing and TikToking. Hell, and evidently that causes weight gain. I say don't do it. Ooh, seafood. Boy, listen here. Mm-mm. Spaghetti sauce, right. Listen. Uh, Circa, are you pregnant? Yeah, I'm carrying TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, maybe. I got a triplets going around here. Listen. You serious? Send me 50 pounds of cakes and pies a week talking about am I pregnant? No. But I ain't gonna let it go to waste. And ain't nobody else here to help me eat it. So I'm eating the whole can. Damn. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Listen here. You serious? But listen, this is also why I say you cannot be God given. And the more that you give, and you give in His wisdom when He tells you to, thank you, Hot Tomato. Oh, let's not even talk about that. 200-year-old books showing up here. 155-year-old dictionaries showing up here. Very rare scrolls and whatnot that I can't believe people didn't keep for themselves. They said we needed it in our school library. Like, you cannot outgive God. You can't. And I told y'all when I was younger, even when I was homeless or whatever, I made it a point to give something every day. And it's crazy because through you guys, God has blessed me to basically, if we was to just put one day at a time, y'all done gave me, I done give every day. For the last 18 months, I done got to give. If we were just to take one gift, even if they all came in on the same day, hell yeah, they got over 700 things, I'm sure. Books is probably over 250. So we'll take up a year just with a book a day that y'all have sent. Some people were sending 40 and 50 books at a time, like small books. And so let me say, kind of be careful. Because if you give a lot, you're going to have a lot. And that's the thing. And it might not be coming right now because you planting your seeds and you know you got to wait. But I'm telling you right now, don't be mad when you ain't got nowhere to put nothing. Be cussing like me. And then say, "God, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining, but where I'm going to put it?" Sometimes I promise y'all, my cousin will tell you I sit in the floor and cry because I'm like, I don't know. It ain't no more space in the closet. I don't know where to put it. Yeah, I wish I went under the bed, but I can't see what's back there because there's already a lot of stuff. Oh. I'm telling you, I'm grateful, but it'd be a lot. Because I don't got no garage, so I got to try to listen here. I don't cry. I do need a house. I do. I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to see. We got to see what's about to happen. I love having those problems. Yeah. Well, sometimes. Sometimes. It would be different if I had some kids or somebody to help me put all this heavy stuff up. But it's just me, and I gotta lift all these books and build the shelves and put up. Mm-hmm. Girl, oh, jewelry. Can't forget jewelry. I got tons of jewelry. I had to go buy the jewelry box to hang on the door with the little, all the earring hooks. Never needed that. I never really needed no jewelry box. I only had a few select pieces. Baby, now I got green, red, yellow, blue, gold, rose gold, all of that jewelry and the hoops and necklaces and everything. Listen, I never thought I was going to need one. Art, paintings, all on my wall. Y'all stuff all in my house. All y'all stuff in my house. Invisible inks, girl, everything. Listen. And I am not complaining. Earrings with my face on it. Come on. All of it. Wines, everything. Listen, that's why I say, and I'm not saying this to brag or anything. That's why when I do say what I do, it ain't for things because I've been telling y'all for how long. Y'all don't gotta send me nothing. If I need it, I ask. How long I've been saying that? For a long time. Hey, you don't have to buy me anything now. I will ask if I need something like the PS5. I was like, okay, y'all. So I think I want to ask y'all for something. I think this, and then y'all laughed in my face. Talk about we thought you was gonna ask for a car or something. No, I just need about $499 because it's a machine I like to get. Laughed in my face. But that's all. We thought you was about to ask for something big. Yes, and y'all did come through because I be on there talking cash. Still learning how to work it. Started a whole watch party with my bro and didn't even know what I was doing. I done rolled over on it trying to push the button to get out. So they didn't have to do tutorials for me on TikTok. This is for CERCA. You go to the button, go over here, press the X, click this. I'm tired of everybody having to do IT for me so I can learn how to work all this stuff. Yes, girl. Queen and my brother-in-law, thank God for them. They said, now you push on this button, push your PlayStation button, and then you're going to hit this button here, and then you're going to... Guess I don't have to wait for my grandkids to come teach me how to work my phone. Y'all going to do it. Listen here. Come in here and show me how to work this. Listen, all of it. Yes. Harry Potter earrings and Magic School Bus earrings. Come on. Come on in here and help your CC work this thing. I don't know how you work this here thing right here. Here, put that, take this. That's what I be feeling like. Oh, Miss Naisha. I love y'all. I really do. So, I'm about to go find me some food. Because my stomach is in my bag. Ancient coins, all kinds of stuff, girl. I can't even list it all. I'm telling you right now, there's so much stuff in here. My stomach is in my bag. Yes, I'm home. You go. Which? Find me some food. I wish we could have like what's the name? What is it called? Willy Wonka. The food where you get. I mean, kind of we got that with Uber, but I wish you could pass it through the phone, like cook, and then like when y'all be making dinner, y'all like, "Oh, girl, I'm cooking something." I could just stick my hand in there, and then it materialize over here. Oh, you're welcome, Clara. Yes, baby. So we can share food like that. That'll be real cool. They need to come on with that. I was gonna ask y'all. So, real quick, watching the movie we watched last night, Odd Thomas. Did that really make y'all think about how many spiritual entities are around us? And then when we did read about Mastema and how it was like, we read it was like however many demons to one person. Y'all remember when we read about how many demons it was when we did the math? Don't that look like what we read? And how they was coming out of them portals? What did I tell y'all? I said when God Ain't it, Day? Remember when I said when God said he gonna rip the veil again, we gonna be able to see all that like odd Thomas. That's why men's hearts are going to be given out with fear. He said because when he break this veil again, the unseen is going to be seen. So it won't just be the shadow in your corner. It's going to be standing there in front of you. Oh, girl, you all right. Look, you don't have to. We, you know, I don't got nowhere to put it right now. Do you see what I'm saying? So what you gonna do if you watch our Thomas? If you wake up one morning and that's what you feel, cause you feel stuff in your okay. Tell me when you go down hallways, even in your office, hospitals is the spookiest places ever. I think death hangs out there and a lot of sickness does. That's why I don't like being in hospitals. I do not like hospitals at all. And that smell, my mama used to come home with that smell on her clothes. It's on a couple of different things. But that hospital smell, he hugging her when she got home. That I don't do hospitals. Yes. Mm-mm. For me, it's a nursing. It's all the same smell to me. My mom and them worked in nursing homes too. My daddy a nurse, and the hospital, just that. And it's they sad places. To me, but that makes sense because a lot of the hospitals are owned by Catholics, and there's a lot of saints in the hospitals. They do a lot of magic in the hospitals because they be witches. You said it. The priests be witches and the nurses and doctors. Who y'all think the heads of the hospital be? Okay, witches need organs. What do they get at? Where the hell you get organs from? Where you get organs from? Where do you get blood from? Where do you get urine from? Where do you get tissue samples from? Where do you get that? My mama was a phlebotomist at one time and then a med tech, so you can drop a pinhead drop of blood on something and run as many tests as you need because they can reconstitute it. So why do y'all need 12 valves of it? You were raised Catholic, first of all, you need to stop saying all those rites because a rite is a ritual. You're not supposed to pray to nobody but Jesus. You pray to Mary. Oh, don't break nothing, CERCA. Looky what we got here. You know what this is? It's a Lutheran Book of Prayers. We also got this one too. Look at that. These are rites, rituals. We don't pray to Mary. There is no Queen of Heaven. Look, the Liturgy of the Hours. Those of you that know, y'all know this book, don't you? Y'all know it. It's all kind of stuff in here. Kyrie Ellison. The heck does that mean? Kyrie Ellison? What that mean, Catholic folks? What does Kyrie Ellison mean? And why is a nigga name in the why is a nigga name in this Catholic book? I know a few niggas named Kyrie Ellison. No, I'm just playing. But for real, why is that in there? You know how many people I know named Kyrie? didn't put a nigga's name in. Let me see if any of my other humble name. I ain't too much read all the way through here, but I'm gonna tell y'all why that's kind of funny and it's kind of not. Who went and watched the show I told y'all? The Exorcist, the show. I think they took it off. But if you got a chance to watch it, do y'all remember when they met in Chicago and who they was hunting? They was putting on them black people suits and going, and they had already been watching a black young man in Chicago. They'll put on a black person suit because he had the blood type and the organs that they needed, and then they would kill him, go around, take the black people suit off, come around and say, I'm a doctor, take him and take his organs. And then they take those organs up to the priest and the popes that's over the big churches of Chicago, and they went up there in one of them real fancy hotels like the Waldorf Astoria or wherever it is, and they did a whole incantation to see who was gonna get the Bodak. Because if you watched it, the spirit that came up out and it inhabited them as to why they had two sets of pupils like that dude on the video. Y'all remember when they wanted to be chosen by the archon, the evil spirit, and they all had their organs in front of them, and it was the Pope, it was the Cardinals. They was in Chicago. They had killed the little black boy. Each one of them had one of his organs or whatever. And then, no, this isn't a movie. This is a show that used to be on like NBC. It was called The Exorcist, the show. They only made 2 seasons. And in there, a dude put on a black person suit, went in the hood. He said, hey, so. But they had already been stalking the little boy. They already knew his blood type, his muscles, everything. They already knew kind of like the whole that guy Kendrick down in there where they found him and none of his organs was in him. Exactly like that. They did their rituals and the demon picked who he was going to come into. And a person that the demon inhabited, as soon as the demon got in them, they had 2 sets of eyes. And it would come in and then it would go back. This is in the show they had. Yeah, I know they made them get rid of that. They did not let them make no more seasons of it, but it's real good. You'll see why your babies be cutting. All of that. It's all in there. It was telling too much truth. Show was. They got rid of that show quick, too. Quick. Yep. Same in the Pope's Exorcist. Didn't somebody tell me to watch that? Didn't somebody just tell me to watch the Pope's Exorcist? What is it on? The Exorcist, the show. It's on Netflix. Okay. They be putting it in our face, but we just don't be paying no attention. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna watch it. I mean, but y'all gotta think I watch all that stuff. Exorcism and Emily Rose. I grew up in a church that did deliverance ministry. So I'm used to it. I was 5 years old. I told y'all the first deliverance I ever really remember was my mama's. And I saw my mom speaking in a different voice, and her body was moving on the floor like a snake. And that's when they used to take the kids downstairs or get the kids out of the thing. So I grew up where folks would be speaking in different languages and talking and eyes changing, and that was their church. In my church, all the churches I went to they did deliverance ministry. I haven't seen that. Anyone see the Pope Confession of the Catholic Church deceived the world? No, but we know. Hell, look at the popes. We already got a book about that. Where our book at, y'all? It's in here. Uh, right here. Y'all peoples is in here. See? Teitan, the Titans. That's how you really spell Titan, like that. That's how you really spell it. You did worshiping Lucifer? Look, Titans. And what's under the Titans? Sunday worship, Baal, Christmas, Easter, spiritualism, astrology. What? Now, show you something else real quick. My school logo was the Titans. Oh, yeah. I told y'all the cars and everything. Look. The pagan priest, King Pharaoh of Egypt, being carried in the temple of his god. Notice the fan to your left and how the pagan Pharaoh was carried on a portable throne. Boom. Who else does that? The Pope, and all the Pope's names add up to 666 too. They pick a name. Same stuff. It says Paulo V. Vice Dio is Latin for Paul the Vicar of God. This photo shows Pope Paul the Fourth or Fifth. No, that's the fifth. Who was one of the Pope Paul dynasty. Notice how he is being carried on a portable throne. This pagan ritual was observed thousands of years before the Roman Catholic Church came into the history of the pagan priest kings of the sun worship. It says Vicarius Filii de something. And as we have seen, this name also is branded with Satan's number 666. So all the Pope's names add up to 666. They asked in this book too, who changed worship from Saturday to Sunday? He said we did. He said, does God want us to worship? He said, what day is the Sabbath day? He said, Saturday. He said, what day do y'all worship? He said, Sunday, the Lord's day. Yep. Let's see if I can find it. It talks about graven images. How we not supposed to have graven images? What's in Catholic Church? How many statues and little bitty statues and big statues of Mary and the saints? That's a graven image. And they all throughout the church, little ones, big ones. They have the most beautiful carving of any of the churches. Oh yeah, you can get this book. I'm usually the last one here to lock up after circle leave. I'm about to go now. They pray to Saint Mary, Saint this. So God said, why you ain't supposed to pray to none of them people? You're supposed to pray to me and me only. I pray to Saint Christopher for protection, and I pray to why is you praying to dead people when God is alive and well? Them niggas can't help you. They dead. If they would have knew, why is they dead? Make that make sense. They can't protect you. They couldn't even protect their damn self from death. But Jesus did get back up. He got back up. Death didn't have no power over him. I'm going to talk to him about protecting me. Y'all can keep talking to the stone face folks y'all see. Let them cry out a little something or something for you. Cry you a river. Because that's about all they going to be able to do. That stone, no necklace, none of that stuff. And the only reason I use the oil is because God said anoint with oil because it's representative of my blood. That's the only reason I use that, or else we wouldn't be using that either. But that's what he told us, and that's what I do. But why is you praying to idol gods when God said, no, why is y'all praying to the rocks and the wood? Most statues are made out of rock or wood. He said, nah. And y'all don't know. My daddy was talking. He said, no, tell the rocks to come save you. Tell your wood pieces to come help you because your enemies is right up on you. Call out to the rocks and see if they help you. And he did say that, didn't he, y'all? He said, call your rocks and see if, because the Assyrians is at your door. They got their guns and stuff. Call on your rock and tell your rock to come help you. That's who you said gave you your power. So the Assyrians is outside about to kick your door in. So what you gonna do? Tell your rock to get up and protect you. He said, because I could have did it. I could have sent some angels to come and war against them. They wouldn't even got so far. But this is who you put your trust in, a rock. So then tell your rock when your enemies come to save you. Tell your wood statue to get up and protect you. He said, because I could have sent somebody. I have legions of warring angels that I could have sent to protect you from them to where they wouldn't even got close to you. But you know, you call on your amethyst and have them come help you. You said you read this last night. Come on, and wasn't he talking crazy, Kayla? He said, where your rock said, tell them come help you, because I ain't. The Assyrians is about to skewer y'all out. Call on your ruby. Use your magic ruby and tell it to save you from the calamity that's about to kick your dough in and get the and call on them. Go sit at Buddha's feet and give him some vegetables and stuff and tell him get up now. Come on, Buddha, I need you to get on up. Because for every Buddha I seen been sitting and ain't moving out nowhere, he ain't protected not even the Asian ladies from getting gypped. So I say quit feeding the dude. Because they done ran up out of there with y'all money too. He didn't protect y'all from the thieves. Because I think I done seen a few of the nail salons get robbed. I mean, Buddha was sitting right. He's sitting down on the damn, and y'all gave that nigga a meal. I'll go get my food back. Did Buddha stop your dude from? Never mind. What about your beads? Spin them real hard, and maybe that's gonna send some power out your arm or something to stop them from coming out. Spin all them beads you got all the way up to here. The one for protection, the one for money, the one for calm, the one for, and the one for. Spin them real hard like a machine and see if they gonna shoot some power out like a He-Man sword if the niggas is running up on you. Cause y'all wear them. Click them together or something. Is it like a power that shoot out of them or something when you rub them together real hard, real fast? Yes, I don't know. Right. Y'all got them all the way up to here, the blue, the green, the yellow, the blue. Rub them together. Your protection spell. Rub it. Is that going to stop the nigga with the gun? Is it going to, because my daddy can make the gun jam. He can make you trip and fall with a gun fall. And I got time to run. But what them rocks going to do for you? Tell me. What is your amethyst sitting on your shelf at home going to do for you if you in a restaurant and somebody got a pistol on your head? Tell me, is it going to get up and run to your aid? Here I come! Come on, amethyst, we got to go. They got a gun to her head. Get up! Hurry up, nigga, wake up! Like, what? No, I'm not putting my life in this rock's hands. I can't do that. I don't care if I can't see it. I don't think if somebody came in here and pointed a pistol at me now, the only way it might help me is if I hold it in front of me. But other than that, this ain't doing nothing. just gonna sit there and watch me die. Mm-mm. I'm gonna stick with the living God. No, I don't want no parts of that other one y'all got. I don't know. He don't move around too much. He can't run and send nobody to come get me or no Legion of Angels or nothing. Maybe he can send some other rocks, but how we gonna tell him he ain't got no mouth? You gonna send out a beacon to the moon? But what if the moon ain't out? Because don't y'all gotta charge them under the stars? But what if the moon ain't out right now? He ain't working. So the only time I can get power from this rock is when the moon is out. Well, whatever nigga trying to give me in the daytime. So the power don't work in the day, it only work at night? Or what if the cloud cover is there and the moon we can't see it? Who gonna help me? It's out of order. Please try again tomorrow. Right. Come on, Amethyst, hurry up! We gotta go! Uh-uh. Nope. Did you bring your rock guy with you? I need backup. Come on. You and rock guy get it moving. Come on, kid. You can't even stand up. Can y'all help me or not now? I didn't. Okay. So I done put rock guy up there. I'm hoping both of them will help me. Rock guy and Amethyst, and they. Right, Amethyst power activate. Right. Right, exactly. Can y'all come on? I'm hungry. I'm ready to go. Hello. Are you asleep or? I think y'all guys asleep. My guy don't never sleep, but I think they might need some help getting down from the shelf. You know, y'all need help. My God don't need no help. Not even the angels for real. He just use them because he can, but he don't need them. Mm-hmm. Come on. You put your faith in that to protect you. Sleep nor slumber. Come on. He always up and always listening. Hello. I think I'm on hold. I think they sleep or I'm on hold or something. I don't know. These guys ain't too much moving around doing nothing. I don't feel no power radiating or nothing. I know when the Holy Ghost hit me, though, all the hair on my body stand up. I start to sweat. I can't sit still. Like, it's a dial-up connection. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. We got to wait a while. They might have to get warmed up. Maybe if I turn some light on, that'll give them some power. What about that? Is that going to help? That's how y'all charge them. You got to charge them with the light, right? This is like a LED light. Is that going to count as sunlight, or are you getting pumped up now, or you ready? Still nothing, no. I'm going home. I'm home. I'm about to go in my room. We'll leave y'all alone. So I have, listen, you are 1 million in queue for help. Exactly. You in the line behind the other fools, waiting on the rock to help them. Mm-hmm. Check back in. Nah, we ain't coming. the number has been disconnected. Kyrie Adano Kairos. Oh, I know somebody named Kairos. That's crazy. Come on. Kairos was used to refer to Zeus, the king of the gods. Ooh. In a Catholic book, huh? And we know that Zeus was a regular person. Yes, baby. They're in the demon dictionary. Why would a name that's in the demon dictionary be in this lovely prayer book for the Catholic witches? Because they be having people do rituals and rites and spells. Oh, thank you for doing the research, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. You know we're going to have to study that. We're just not going to do it now. Oh, remember Elijah told him, sing louder. Your God might be asleep. Exactly. Yeah. This one of the symbols right there. Ain't that on y'all Kate? What's her name? Shoes? What's her name? Shoes. And there's some clothes that got this same symbol too. It's the Christian prayer. This is the Catholic prayer book from 1976. Tory Burch. Yep, Tory Burch. Thank you. Your markers are the Eastern Star colors. These are? Really? Well, that makes sense. Hell, they probably started the damage. Oh, rustica. Yeah. My dad's whole side of the family is Catholic. Oh, you were a star? Oh. See, thank you. Y'all be telling us, please let me catch my breath. Oh, I'm done. I'm about to go sit down somewhere. I gotta go find me some food. I need to find me some food. I love y'all. I'm really about to go. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this class. Hopefully y'all enjoy all of them. We learn a lot here. Testify overslept when I was in Asia in 2007. Missed being on the beach that got swept away. Michi, you been to Asia? Everybody that went somewhere. I love y'all too. Yeah. We learn a lot around here. My granny made me and my sister join the Eastern Star. No way. See, that's the stuff I be talking about right there. And then people are like, oh, CERCA, you're not supposed to. People is forced into this. Same way I was forced to go to church and get baptized in Jesus. Well, they didn't force me, but you need to get baptized in Jesus' name. People that do the other things, they have that same thing for their lineage. And maybe it was something that you didn't even want, but they, yes. And then people be talking about what I shouldn't read. Well, I'm setting folks free. I ain't setting them free. God is using me to help set people free. God is the only one that can free you. I can't free nobody, but y'all know what I mean. It's the Masonic bloodline thing. Yep. Oh, I know. I got family. Listen, I told y'all it's witches in my family. I knew about witchcraft. I was learning, but didn't even know it was good witchcraft. My auntie was like, if you want to keep a man, you do this. If you want to, not the blood stuff, take his drawers and bury him on the outside of your window, and then you don't let nobody sweep your feet because you're going to have bad luck. And these things was really happening around there. The men that she had their drawers and buried them under their window, her window, they didn't leave her alone. My aunties, they burned all your hairs. And all my aunties did hair, when they would comb your hair, the first thing they was doing was taking it out. They're going to look on the ground, pick that hair up, and put it on the fire and burn it. You don't let nobody take your hair, and don't let nobody use your comb or brush either. Well, because witchcraft is real. Because they came from a place where they know people used to make voodoo dolls. Hell, my great auntie was making them. Leaving salt in front of your door and all that old stuff. Yeah, nah, y'all better watch, folks. It's real witches and warlocks out here. And just because you go to church don't mean that you listen. Sweeping the feet If they say don't sweep your feet, it'll cause you 7 years of bed. I'm saying when they say that and they spit on the broom, eggs under the doorstep, all of that. All of it. Yes. My aunties, if you sweep their feet, they gonna snatch that broom from you and spit on it. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. It's witchcraft. My mom would get so mad and snatch the broom and spit on it. I'm telling you, these is all spells. Do it to the people in the islands. I guarantee you they got some issues about that too. And they say you don't sweep the outside dirt inside. You sweep the inside dirt, pick it up, and don't throw it back out. It's a certain way you got to sweep the dirt and all of that stuff. Superstitions, but it's also a part of witchcraft. Yeah. Yep, all of it. And we didn't even know. They made it in the games for us. Don't step on the crack and all of this stuff, but that be real stuff. Yeah. Don't split the pole and all. Yeah. Yep. It came from somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I don't fool with it. Yep. Backwoods, honey. Turning snakes and stuff. I told y'all that man I met just a few years ago. I was still married to my ex-husband. That old man told me he went down to Georgia and was dating that woman, and she was married. And her husband found out about them. And the husband went to a witch. They was in Georgia. Went to a witch somewhere and got a piece. The lady told him to go outside in the backyard, get a garden snake. He brought the garden snake back into her. She burned it, said something over it, turned the snake into some kind of powder, told her him to put the powder in the lady drink, and the snake was gonna materialize, and that's how she'll know if he'll know if the lady was cheating. She got with the old man that I knew, and every time they would cook fish, onions, or garlic or something like that, the snake had materialized in this woman's digestional tract, and it would come up through her thing like it was in her stomach, and it would be choking her out. So this man that I met in person, he was like 70 something. He said they took her to the doctor, and the doctor told them, you need to go see the other kind of doctor. So they took her to a lady, a witch doctor lady. She gave the lady some kind of powder. She said in 3 days, this snake gonna come out. He said they was sitting out at a barbecue. And this was 80s, in the 80s. Like 80s, 90s. This was not like 50 years ago. This was like, 40 now. It was the 80s. He said they was sitting out at her mama house at a barbecue. This is in Atlanta or Georgia. He said they was sitting out at a barbecue. She started telling her mama her stomach was feeling sick. She go in the house. He said everybody's still sitting out there. Then you just hear this screaming. Her mama runs in. Listen, her mama runs in, and the girl is standing there, and the snake is coming out her rear end. The mama is pulling the snake, grabs a towel, and is trying to pull the snake out of this lady's rear end. This man, we gonna call him Walt, even though that wasn't his name. This man, he was tall and dark skinned, like, you gotta know. He's like my grandpa. He said, man, I ran in there and seen her mama pulling that snake out her tail. He said, I didn't even go back to the hotel, nothing. He said, I got up out that house, got my clothes, and came back to Indiana. He said, I did not talk to that girl again ever in my life. He said, I don't know what happened. All I know is that damn snake, she was pulling that snake out her tail. Live, too, not dead. And I didn't believe him. I'm going to be honest. I didn't believe him. This was like 2017, 2018. 2019 when this man is telling me this story. So I'm like, yeah, right. I Googled it. It was another story in the 1800s, and exactly what he said. He said if the people, it said it's a newspaper clipping. If fish was being cooked, onions or garlic, they don't. The doctors didn't even know how the damn snake got in their digestional tract. You said lizards too? I didn't know. No, I don't live in Indiana. I used to. Ain't that crazy? I don't know if it was 2017, 2018, or 2019. I can't remember, but it don't really matter. It wasn't now. What does it matter? I don't know. I was going through a lot. A horrible divorce. What does it matter? I just said it was when I was with my ex-husband. 2017, 2018, 2019. Whatever year it was, it happened. Because the man was my neighbor at that time. But you can look it up online. There was a white lady back in the 17 or 1800s. It's a newspaper clipping where the exact same thing. And they said if you cooked onions or fish or something else, the snake will rise up and choke her. You can look it up. It was a white lady. I said, what the hell? He said, I told you it's real. I was like, ooh. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I put my purse on the floor. My purse is on the floor now. My purse stayed. My mom used to say that too. This purse better be on the floor. And is. Did y'all look it up? It's going to be an old newspaper clipping. It's either the 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s. Somewhere in there. Look it up. It'll come up. And it took me a minute to find it, but it's there. Yep. Yep. I puts my purse on the floor every day and don't care nothing about that. That ain't stopped nothing from coming my way. Yeah. So you think about, but think about it. Y'all just seen what we did earlier in the beginning of class. Why are they telling our children the exact same thing that we're learning in our OTP and in the other books? If it ain't real, why is they teaching it to our kids? Abracadabra is one of the most powerful magic words, and it's in every kid show. Just a kid's book. They got your baby saying this all the time, and look it. This is the first thing they show you in the wizard's book. Skeletons. We know these symbols are real. There go a boy again. So you don't have to believe it to be real for it to be real. That's all I'm gonna say. And think about it. We know it can happen because people eat snakes. A lot. Like, they'll take a snake and put it down their throat alive. right? Why don't the snake die when it's down there? They'll take the whole snake in and then bring it back up, right or wrong. Have we not seen this in magic tricks? So we know that the snake can live in there because the snake don't be dead when they bring it out. The stomach acid or whatever, I mean, if it's a long enough snake, is getting down. Them snakes don't be rubber. They be real. July 10th, 1864. You found it? July 10th, 1864. Thank you, Pumpkin. The date of the newspaper article. I told you it was like the 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s. July 10th, 1864. Exactly what this man told me happened in the 80s or whatever happened to a lady in 1864. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. Told y'all. Because I didn't believe him. I said, if it happened, it's got to be proof it happened somewhere else. And God said it's right here. And you found it. Thank you. Told you. Oh, yeah, the doctors don't talk about it. They absolutely don't talk about it. But why would they? They witches. They know why it's there. They know why it's there. They know exactly why it's there. They know why it's there. Oh, I don't know, Lizette. I have no idea. That's why he said, go see the other doctor. Yeah, that's why he told him, y'all need to go see the other doctor. And this was in Georgia. They told him to go see the other doctor. That's exactly what they said. And they went to a witch lady. And she gave him the powder that got the snake out. Told you. If my ex-husband was sitting there, we was both like, man, nah. And you know me. I'm about to find. It can also be sent backward into the person who cast the spell. Wow. Didn't know that. See? Yep. I don't think all of them are, because I do know some doctors that are not, that are sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. And they pray with their patients and all of that kind of stuff. But a lot of them don't believe in God. That's why they be playing God. A lot of them. This is how we get Dr. Evil and all of those folks. I don't think all doctors are witches. But I do believe a lot of them are. So, I'm about to go find me some food, y'all. For real this time. I gotta go. I'm hungry. Hi, Tia. Hi, Pumpkin. I'm about to go. This was a pretty good class, and we've been on here for 174 minutes. I'm hungry. I love y'all. I gotta go. Bye.